Thank you very much, Binod. Good evening, everyone. My name is Rebecca Herbert, the founder and academic director of Wisdom Spring Education. So we're an education consultancy. We introduce the British boarding school system to overseas students and support them through the whole school process till a successful university entrance. I've got a PhD in education and I've got over 20 years of work experience in various educational settings in both in China and in the UK. So I've sent thousands of students to Britain for education because I have been an international officer in a British university. So that experience has enabled me to unlock the myths of selection process in universities and schools in the UK. I also work with the British Council. I write articles and run workshops with them. So I have got this privilege to share my insights to British education with overseas families. I'm also writing a book on how to guide Chinese parents to send their children to boarding schools, particularly those 28 top public schools such as Eton and Harrow. While at work, I've spoken to thousands and thousands Chinese families, and I fully understand their problems and their concerns and their worries when it comes to their children's education. So usually when they talk about sending their children to UK for boarding school, usually there are three major concerns. So one is safety, another one is social integration, and the third is studies. Understandably, the first one is safety. When they send their baby to a country that's miles and miles away, they don't know what their child is doing or where their child is exactly is in the UK. And the second one is social integration. So will the child make friends in the school, in this new school, or will the child be bullied in the new environment? And number three is studies. So of course, overseas parents send their children to the UK not for the notoriously lovely English food. They want their child to thrive academically. So in response to these three worries and concerns, we have created one system and one methodology. So the system is called GPS navigation system. Of course, it's not the GPS, the proper GPS, but we do send parents weekly reports on how their child is progressing in school. But more importantly, we update parents constantly, especially when their child is on the transition between school and homestay or between school and airport. The system is GPS navigation, but also we've got a pathway which is called ACE. So that stands for academics, A, and C stands for characters. So that's a personality development. And E is extracurricular. So that's hobbies and interests. And D is destination. That means what the schools and universities they want to apply to, and ultimately what goals they want to achieve. So this is the pathway is very effective to support children to get an offer in the top schools and a university. But more importantly, that pathway familiarize all the students with English campus culture, but also that it boosts their confidence and eventually that leads to a happy life in the English boarding school. So we know working with the students is important, but more importantly, working with schools and parents. So we work with the three parties, schools, parents, and students, to make sure our overseas students is safe, socially adult, and academically soaring. And our vision is to inspire overseas students to become global citizens with an English education. So, if you are a parent, or if you know someone as a parent who is considering of sending their child to a boarding school, it doesn't matter you're English or an international citizen. As long as you are considering of sending your child to a boarding school, please add me on LinkedIn. I will send you a scorecard so you will instantly know if your child is suitable for boarding school in the UK. If the score is high, that's congratulations, very well done. But if it's not, don't you dread, because we will send you a full analysis of the score and we'll make sure your score will be improved drastically within a short period of time. It can be as short as 3 months. So please do add me on LinkedIn and let's start the conversation. Thank you very much.